What's up guys, it's me. Today I'm going to be making a debunk video. This is my first debunk video, and because of that I figured why not touch on a subject that no one has so far, which is, as you can tell by the title of the video, Aang versus Edward Elric by Death Battle. Now, with all that being said, I have to put straight up before I say anything further. I did have help and I got permission from both YouTubers to use their information in my video. I used some of theirs and some of my own to be able to make this video. And with that being said, let's just get straight to this. Now, in order to talk about this, we are going to have to first talk about Aang's stats in base form and avatar state. And then we'll talk about Edward. Now, Aang in his base form should be superior to Toph. The same Toph who very, very hardly was able to lift a giant library. Being able to struggle in lifting this library should put her at roughly or about large building level. Since she didn't hold it casually, it should be at best large building level. Aang being superior to her should put him at multi-city block level. That's power. And now, let's talk about durability. We don't get a quick or good detail on durability in this series, but for the sake of debate, we'll just say that Aang can take multi-city block level attacks too. Since he can deal it, he could most likely take it too. And speed. Now this is interesting. I'm going to be breaking up speed into two categories: reactionary and combat speed. Combat speed is not how fast Aang can punch and whatnot in this scenario. In this scenario, it is not how fast the characters can punch or kick. It's how fast they can use their attacks or how fast their attacks go. And let's get started with reaction speed first. This is very easy. Aang reacted to lightning, immediately making him massively hypersonic in reaction time. Now let's talk about combat speed. Now, some of you guys might be mad at me for saying this, but I believe that Aang, even with Sozin's comment on, is inferior to Colonel Mustang. Now, I did say that I feel a lot of you will be mad at me, and that's okay because I'm going to explain it right now. Aang has never once shown a fire bending feat even closely resembling Mustang's in his base form. Never. And his firebending is his strongest. Well, I guess earthbending could be his strongest. Whichever one you want to say. Regardless, firebending is one of his strongest. And that being weaker than Mustang should put him at Supersonic Plus. Reason I say is because Mustang, at his best during the Ishvalan War, was able to light up multiple city blocks in just a couple seconds. And not only that, he was able to light up a giant iceberg in the center of a Mestris just casually, and then it all melted in just a bit. So yeah, I figured this all should take Mustang at the very most hypersonic plus. Now I know what you guys are saying. Why don't I give Aang massively hypersonic feats in combat speed too? The reason why is because, simply put, he doesn't have lightning bending. If he had lightning bending, I would put him at combat speed of massively hypersonic too. But since he doesn't, I'm just going by what I feel is right. And him being inferior to Mustang should put him at Supersonic Plus at best. Now, experience. This is easy. Aang is 12 years old, giving him 12 years of experience. And with that out of the way, we have just covered base form Aang. Now let's talk about Avatar State Aang. Avatar State Aang was very well downplayed in this specific battle because they say that Avatar State Aang made a ravine around a large city. A city, and they said they made a large ravine around it, or he made a large ravine around it. Anyone who read that comic knows that Aang did not create a giant ravine around it. He lifted it casually, to put at that, which should give him island level amounts of power. And since once again we don't get a good estimate to durability, we could just say he's island level in durability as well. Now, the reason why I say he's downplayed is because they say that at best Avatar State Aang had 160 kilotons of TNT power. 160 kilotons of TNT power is equal to, get this, large town level. Not even city level. But regardless, I just stated what his power should be. And now, let's get to his speed. Both feats, I'm just going to say up front, light. That might sound like a wank, but that's just ultimately what I feel it should be. And some people could say massively hypersonic still, since he could probably attain lightning bending at that point, but regardless to what, I say he's light. And then experience, he has, I would say, at the very most 2,500 souls in him. All of them are superhuman, hence why he is so powerful. If they were just regular people, he wouldn't be as powerful as he is. But since they are superhuman, then he is a lot more powerful. And I would say he has at most 200,000 years of experience. So with that out of the way, oh wait, no, 200,000, 12 years of experience, since Aang is 12 years old. So yeah, with that out of the way, we've just discovered both forms of Aang. Now let's talk about Edward. Okay. Some of you guys might get mad at me for saying this, but I believe in terms of durability, not power, Edward is mountain level. Now, before you guys get all mad, get your pitchforks out and light your torches and whatnot, hear me out first. Father should equal a mountain level case of power and durability. Now, why am I bringing up Father? The reason why is because Edward took a giant blast from Father and then quickly walked it off and wasn't that badly hurt from it to begin with. Now, I estimate Father to be mountain level without having absorbed God. Reason being is because he has 560,000 souls in him, since von Hohenheim said it himself. Von Hohenheim said that he had 560,000 souls, and Father should have just as much as Hohenheim. And whether you want to say he has one more or one less doesn't matter. 560,000 souls is a lot. It takes 300,000 people in order for a town to be escalated to a small city. But Father had a lot more. And because of that, I would say at best, Father, without having absorbed God, is mountain level in power and durability. Meaning that giant blast that Edward took should be mountain level. And I know what you guys are saying. If it was mountain level, why didn't it take out the entire city and whatnot? That's actually very simple. It wasn't aimed to the ground. It was aimed at just the right angle so that it wouldn't take out the city. So, yeah, that's out of the way. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. If Edward is mountain level in durability. Why isn't he mountain level in power? Reason being is because Edward didn't beat Father on his own. He had help from everyone else there. He had help from Mustang, Hawkeye, Armstrong, Izumi. Everyone helped Edward, but after they weakened him enough, they got him to a point to where Edward could take him on his own. And to a point to where Edward was able to hit Father with as much of his alchemic strikes to weaken him enough to where Edward's fists were able to take him out. So yeah, since Father was weakened, not a clear indication how much he was weakened, but I would say once again, city level in durability, and Edward having just completely blitzed Father with alchemy should put Edward at city level in cases of power, and should put his punching strength, well, it doesn't really matter his punching strength since we don't get a clear estimate of Aang's punching strength. We really shouldn't count Edward's punching strength, but nevertheless, we're going to ignore what I just said and move on. So, yeah, Edward has a durability feat of mountain level and a power feat of city level. Now, in cases of speed, reactionary wise, okay. Now, on second thought, I'll talk about his combat speed first. And combat speed wise, IdeaShock was able to. If you guys want a more clear example of what I'm talking about, go check out his video. I might leave it in the description below. I meant below, not alone. Whatever. And Emaster helped me with the feats of Aang too. Alright, so with all that being said, there you have it. They were the two that helped me. And with that out of the way, let's get straight to this. Edward had a maximum alchemy speed feat of Mach 10, according to IdeaShock, and I don't really have a problem with this. Mach 10 would place Edward at Hypersonic Plus, and yeah, I don't really have a problem with this, due to him having kept up a bit with Mustang, and yeah, ultimately, that's what it comes down to. However, his reactionary feat, well, nah, I'm going to talk more about his combat feat. IdeaShock also pointed out that Edward had a acceleration speed feat in his alchemy-wise attacks to be 1,250,000,000 meters per second squared. That is ridiculously fast. And if you guys don't know what I mean by squared, it's basically the number times itself. So 1,250,000,000 meters per second. I was about to say squared. No, just meters per second times 1,250 meters per second. This is not his alchemy's immediate speed feat. It's his alchemy speed feat if it has the chance to accelerate. This is abundantly fast without having to talk about. And that is extremely broken. Once again, if you guys want a more clear adaptation about it, go check out IdeaShock's video about Edward and whatnot. But out of that, I'm just all like, dang. Okay. Now, reactionary wise, he has dodged attacks from Pride and a bullet, which should put him at, like, both of the things should also put him at hypersonic plus in reactionary speed feat as well. So there you go. I talked about Edward. Edward has power of city level, durability of mountain level, speed reactionary wise hypersonic plus, speed combat wise or alchemy wise is Mach 10 or hypersonic plus. And then his acceleration rate is 1,250,000,000 meters per second squared. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's just talk about the battle. In order to talk about this battle, I'm going to have to break up this battle into two different rounds. Round 1 would be in character, while round 2 would be in character. No, wait, fuck. Round 1 would be in character, while round 2 would be a bloodlusted battle. Round 1 easily goes to Edward. Reason being is because Edward's character just triumphs through Aang's character. Edward outclasses Aang in every category in his base form except for speed. Now, or combat speed, or no, reactionary speed. Damn, I'm forgetting my own shit. Anyway, so yeah. Like I just said, Edward outclasses Aang in every category in Aang's base form. So that should not immediately give Edward the win, though, since this is an in-character battle and their characters could put a massive dent in this stuff. Now, if we're talking about it like this, we are also going to have to mention what both characters have done. Edward has a major advantage over Aang in the fact that he has killed two people, Pride and Father. They were both evil, yes, but you have to realize something. Edward did not hesitate in killing either Pride or Father, whereas Aang very much hesitated in killing Fire Lord Ozai, which he didn't even do in the end. Fire Lord Ozai, Aang knew he was the one responsible for enslaving others, killing his tribe, and killing his parents, and yet he still showed mercy. On the other hand, Edward, as soon as he knew what Father did, he did not hesitate in killing him. Same thing with Pride. So he's already got an advantage there. Now I know what you guys are thinking, but Aang's avatar state could take away Edward's alchemy. Wrong. The only things we've seen Aang's avatar state take away is bending abilities. And alchemy is not a bending ability. You guys have to clear that. It is not a bending ability. So, with that out of the way, now that we've discussed that, how about if Aang gets the chance to go into his avatar state? It's very much unlikely that he would, because Edward would keep on track and keep hitting him before he could go into his avatar state. Mainly because Edward is no slouch when it comes to cheap shotting. He cheap shotted his younger brother Alphonse and also a Chimera. Now yes, him cheap shotting Alphonse could just be looked away as a playful thing and whatnot. But him cheap shotting a Chimera should be taken very heartedly, since it shows that if it comes down to it, he is not afraid of cheap shotting the enemy. Aang has never showed anything like that. He is a honorable fighter, and that would really cause him some trouble against someone like Edward. With that out of the way, Aang's avatar state takes time to be able to expose, but Edward would not allow Aang to do that. He would most likely find out what Aang was doing But even if he doesn't, why would he just leave Aang sitting there and not do nothing about it when he knows he could just cheap shot him like that? And even if Aang does somehow manage to go into his avatar state, you have to notice once Aang goes into his avatar state, immediately into it, Aang is vulnerable, which is shown when Azula lightning bends at Aang and it almost kills him. Azula's lightning bending should be inferior in power to Edward's alchemy due to, like I just said, Edward being city level and Azula, I would say, is probably like small town level. But with that out of the way, yes, Edward would take that time to cheap shot Aang, and like I just said, since it's stronger than Azula, since Edward's alchemy is stronger than Azula's lightning bending, it would kill Aang. Now, here's something else to point out. Some of you guys that say Aang could energy bend away Edward's alchemy, I see two things happening. Either one, nothing, and then Edward cheap shots Aang, or two, Aang dies because of the fact that he cannot take away Edward's alchemy. Would it just kill him to energy bend, since it almost killed him to energy bend away Fire Lord Ozai's fire bending? I don't know, but I am not going to use that, which is why I am sticking to the nothing happens. And anyway, I have just discussed this entire thing already. Edward wins hands down, and in a bloodlusted battle, surprise, surprise, Edward still wins. It's just faster. Since Edward has the intent in killing Aang, there's no way in hell he would let Aang just sit around doing nothing while he goes into his avatar state. Edward would cheap shot, not let Aang even get a small chance to activate his avatar state. Because his avatar state requires time that Edward would not allow Aang if it was a bloodlusted battle. And since Aang is inferior to Edward in every category in his base form, aside from reaction speed, it's only a matter of time before Edward hits Aang with an accelerated city-level alchemic spike and then finishes him off with just a barrage later. Okay, there you go, you guys. That's my rant on this video. If you guys have a problem with it, just let me know in the comments below. But if you guys hate me, hate this channel, hate this video because of what I'm saying, then just leave the channel, hate the video, whatever you want to say, just leave. But if you guys disagree with what I say, just let me know in the comments below. If you guys like the video and agree with what I say, just like the video. Well, I shouldn't say just like the video, that's kind of rude. Nah, just like the video. I said it again. Fuck. Whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. But with all that being said, I know I'm bound to get some hate from some Avatar fans and whatnot. But, like I said, just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. With all that being said, see you guys later. And I love you guys. Well, at least the nice ones. See ya.